when you have a new relationship and you start to get intimate, there are going to be moments where a lot of awkwardness might come up, or a lot of shame might come up, or sexual shame. Maybe you do something that she doesn't like. Imagine that she says to you, I don't really like this, or can you stop? But when she says that, you take it personally. You get upset. You get offended by it. This is a common reaction for a lot of guys as well. So there's a couple of guys I've been working on this as well. So they got into new relationships. They're getting intimate. But what's happening is, as they're getting intimate, they don't quite know each other fully yet. So it takes time to really get sexually connected with someone. And in those moments, there's going to be some clunkiness. There's going to be some parts which are not smooth, not attentive, not you're not going to be attuned to them. So during those moments, it's going to throw up a lot of shame. And when it throws up a lot of shame, the worst thing that you can do is withdraw. The worst thing you can do is take it personally. That is the quickest way to start eroding your sexual life and relationship with her, because when you take things personally and you get offended by her, she's like, it's not safe for me to voice what I'm feeling. It's not safe for me to ask him to stop when I'm uncomfortable or I don't want it to proceed, because he will take offend. And some guys, they're right jerks when they get angry about it. So she doesn't feel comfortable and she doesn't feel like she has a space to be able to, voice where she is. And it's so important, guys. It's so important to build like really good sexual relationship, is for her to have that freedom and for you to have that freedom without shame, without judgment, ridicule, or anger being brought in. So one of the guys I've been working with, actually a couple of the guys I've been working with, what they are tending to do now is when those moments do show up, instead of withdrawing, instead of getting butthurt, instead of taking it personally, they're like, cool, no worries. And it's a breath of fresh air when the guy can just say, hey, no worries. And she says, hey, I don't want to proceed, or I'm feeling uncomfortable. Can we stop? Yeah, cool, no worries. We'll come back to it. And if you don't come back to it, no problem. And he's still loving, he's still open, he's still caring. That is an experience that will help you foster deeper connections, more intimacy, where she knows that she has the maneuverability to say yes and no without her being shamed, judged, or you're going to get pissed off or angry about. So it's a lot of work that you have to do internally about your own sexual fracture, to be comfortable with the fact that your ego is not going to take it personally and make it about, I'm inadequate, I'm wrong, I'm the problem. And it's about, okay, it's her feelings, and also you're aligning with her. And it needs to go the other way around too. Maybe you're not in the space of time to get intimate. Maybe she wants it and you don't. And then you can then easily say, hey, I'm not in the mood, or I don't want to do this. And she's like, hey, honey, no problem. Cool. And she doesn't take it personally. And she doesn't shame you for it, get upset, have a tantrum either. So when you guys can stop having that negative reaction to a rejection, a sexual rejection, that just makes you guys super more attractive, and that then nourishes those sexual relationships. Again, I'm very guilty of this. I've done this in the past too. And I've taken things personally. As the moment I've taken things personally, I know that, her mood changes. And over time, it starts to corrode the openness that we have. And over time, then the dead bedroom will start to come in. Then you guys are going to be more like, she's going to have more pity sex than she's actually wanting and desiring you. And that's the most, I would say, demeaning thing that you can experience, is when she starts to give you pity sex, because that doesn't make you feel good inside. That doesn't make you feel like a man. You want to be evoking her passion, her desire. So the most important thing is, stop taking the rejection, stop taking the no, stop taking any of things personally, and be okay with that and give her some space. And in that space, attraction grows. In that space, desire grows. And that's when you start, well, that's when she will start to wanting you. And this is exactly the kind of journey one of my clients is having, that in this moment, he's learning to give some space for her and not taking things personally. And guess what she's doing now? She wants him even more.